Next one, what we talk about is spiritual rest. Now, we all experience some form of brokenness that only God can heal us. It could be some kind of physical trauma, emotional trauma, or physical trauma or stress that we experienced. So spiritual rest is nothing like not just about praying, spending time in God's word, but actually presenting our brokenness, something that is broken in our lives. We bring it back to God. That is spiritual rest. So spiritual rest is where the broken place is mended. Rest hold up the fragment and naked and unashamed before God. So when we approach God, when we have spiritual rest, we bring all the brokenness, that unashamed, that we can be so real before God and tell him exactly how we're feeling. So all hidden pain must be sorted out with God. If we don't do that, the prolonged hidden pain will kill our soul. The prolonged hidden pain will kill our soul. So some of the spiritual rest deficit, you might feel dissatisfactions and of a sense of a lack of accomplishment. You may feel hopeless, helpless, being trapped, no energy, feel distant from God. You might have even depression or suicidal thoughts, and numb, apathetic. So here are some of the things that we can do when we have spiritual solutions to spiritual deficit. Of course, we know spend time in prayers and practice fasting. Could be one way that fasting something that you love to do. Could be a social media, a phone, or shopping. Something that actually, if you do it in moderation, is fun. But if it's too much, it's actually kind of depleting our soul. Listen to sermons, do a DIY Bible study on a certain words or God's attributes. Silent retreats, do nothing and just be intentional, connect with God. Something I've done recently that I plan to make a commitment of doing is I will do, hopefully can do couple retreat with my husband every end of the semester. So I think that will be something that I find it's very fruitful, is to go away, just because we now cannot travel. I just book a hotel or do a staycation somewhere that I will turn off my phone and just spend that time to rest and to read some of the Christian books that I didn't have time to read, and listen to sermons and just meditate on God. And so I find that it's very helpful for me. It's a fruitful experience. And something that I think is very powerful is the constant practice of communion with God. Is the fact that when we go up to him, when we have situation that is very difficult, that we can open up our hand and say, God, help me. God, help me. So right now, what I want you to do, I'm going to give you, I want you to do a quick exercise here. Something that I find it very fruitful is something similar to art therapy. So you would have a piece of paper. If you have a piece of paper in front of you, I want you to draw a circle in the page. Can everybody see this on my paper? Yes. Can everybody see? Okay. So you draw a circle on your page, and inside the page, I want you to draw a situation or relationship or an area of your life that is very damaging or hurting right now. Could be your work situation, could be your health, family, ministry, relationship, could be anything, okay? Your marriage. I want you to draw inside the circle here. And then you write down your true feelings and emotions, okay? I want you to write down what are some of your feelings, emotions in this situation. As you draw, I want you to pray and have a dialogue with God for his help and healing today. All right. So draw a circle and then draw a situation. And I want you to name some of the feelings, your true feelings. And as you draw this, I want you to turn it into a dialogue with God and pray and ask for his help.